I knew something was wrong the moment Lily looked past the gift in my hand. Dad, you should have seen my goal. I smiled, dropped my suitcase beside the dining room door, and handed her the small wrapped box. Hello to you too, superstar. Hello. She hugged me quickly. But seriously, I scored from outside the box. Everyone screamed. I wish I had seen it. Claire set a plate on the table harder than necessary. Of course you missed it, she said. You miss everything. I looked at her. Can we not start this tonight? Start what? I just walked through the door. And Lily just told you about another moment you weren't there for. Lily looked between us. Mom, it's okay. No, sweetheart. Claire sat down. Eat your dinner. I pulled out my chair and tried to smile. Open your present. Lily tore the paper and found the silver charm bracelet I had bought during my trip. It's pretty. You like it? Yeah. Thanks, Dad. Her voice was sweet, but there was no excitement in it. Claire gave me a tired look. What? Nothing. Claire, you always do this. Do what? You miss something important? Then come home carrying something expensive. It wasn't expensive. That isn't the point. I never said it was. You don't have to. I felt my jaw tighten. I was working. I know. For this family. I know, Ethan. Then why are you acting like I went on vacation? Because every time you say you were working for us, you expect that sentence to end the argument. I looked toward Lily. She pushed peas around her plate. Can we discuss this later? Claire folded her arms. When? Tomorrow morning before you answer 12 emails? Next week between flights. Claire. What? Not in front of Lily. Lily quietly said, I can go upstairs. My chest tightened. No, I reached across the table. You stay? Tell me about the match. Her face brightened again. We were tied, and Coach Jason said I should stop being scared and shoot if I had space. Coach Jason. Yeah. Then I got the ball, and I remembered what he said. She jumped from her chair and demonstrated the kick. I went like this, and boom. I laughed despite myself. Boom. Right into the top corner. That sounds incredible. It was. Coach Jason picked me up because everyone was celebrating. Claire smiled at Lily. I noticed it. Something warm passed across her face at Jason's name. But I told myself I was imagining things. When is the next game? I asked. Saturday. I'll be there. Claire gave a short laugh. I turned toward her. What was that? Nothing. No. Say it. She placed her fork down. Don't promise her something unless you know you can do it. I said I'll be there. You said that last month. My flight was canceled. And before that, a client emergency. And the school science fair? I was in Chicago. Her birthday breakfast? I came home that night. At 10:30. Lily whispered, Mom. I felt heat rising behind my face. I know I've missed things. Things. Yes, Claire. Things. Important things. Then stop pretending a bracelet fixes them. I looked at Lily's wrist. She had not even put it on. That hurt more than Claire's words. I don't think gifts replace me. Sometimes I think you do. That's unfair. Is it? Yes. I leaned back. Do you think I enjoy airports? Hotel rooms? Eating dinner alone while reading financial reports? Nobody forced you to build your life around work. I built my life around providing for you and Lily. Claire stared at me. We were fine before the bigger house, Ethan. That bigger house gave Lily a better school district. She would rather have you at her soccer game. The words landed exactly where she intended. I looked at Lily. Is that true? She lowered her eyes. Sweetheart, you can tell me. I like the bracelet. That wasn't my question. She hesitated. I wanted you at the game. Guilt hit me immediately. I know. You said you'd try. I did try. But you weren't there. I know. Claire shook her head. I turned toward her. Stop. Stop what? Looking at me like I don't care about my daughter. I didn't say that. You don't need to. Then maybe ask yourself why it feels true. I stood. Lily flinched. I immediately lowered my... She looked directly at me. I expected another complaint. Instead, she spoke with a coldness I had never heard before. It's fine. She has another dad. Silence swallowed the room. Lily stopped moving. My heartbeat became painfully loud. Claire's anger disappeared almost instantly. Her eyes widened slightly, as if she wanted to pull the words back. I didn't shout. I didn't accuse her. I didn't even stand. I slowly turned my head and looked at my wife. She couldn't hold my gaze. I placed both hands flat on the table. Then I asked one question. Who? Who? Claire stared at me across the table. I didn't mean it like that. How did you mean it? I was angry. That doesn't answer me. Lily looked frightened, so I forced my voice lower. Sweetheart, finish dinner upstairs, please. Are you mad? Not at you. Never at you. She carried her plate away. I waited until her bedroom door closed. Now answer me. Claire rubbed her forehead. There is no other father. You said there was. It was a stupid comment. Then who were you thinking about when you said it? She stayed silent. Claire. Jason. The name landed harder than I expected. Jason Reed. Yes. Lily's coach. He's also my friend. You know that. I know you knew him before we married. I didn't know he was playing father to my daughter. He isn't. Then why did you call him another dad? I told you I was angry. I stood and carried my untouched plate toward the sink. How involved is he? What does that mean? It means I want the truth before I discover it somewhere else. He helps sometimes. With what? Soccer. Homework. Things. What things? Claire sighed. Ethan, don't interrogate me. My wife just told me another man is acting like my daughter's father. I think questions are reasonable. He attended her school play. I turned around. The one you told me was boring and said I shouldn't change my flight for? You couldn't change it. I offered. You had an important meeting. What else? She crossed her arms. He took us for ice cream after soccer. Us. Me and Lily. How many times? A few. What else? Nothing inappropriate. That wasn't my question. Her eyes narrowed. Sometimes he joins us on weekends. I felt my stomach drop. The mother-daughter weekends? They weren't all supposed to be mother-daughter weekends. You specifically called them that. Because I knew you'd react like this. No. You called them that because you didn't want me knowing Jason was there. She looked away. That told me enough. I slept in the guest room. The next morning, Lily found me making coffee. Dad. Morning. Are you leaving again? Not today. Her face brightened. Can you take me to practice? Absolutely. At the field, I saw Jason before he saw me. Tall, athletic, easy smile. I remembered meeting him twice at parties years ago. He walked toward us. Lily, Coach Jason. She ran ahead. Jason gave her a high five, then noticed me. Ethan, didn't know you were back. I am. He offered his hand. Good to see you. I shook it. You too. His expression shifted slightly, as if he understood something had changed. Lily talks about you. Does she? Sure. She misses you when you're traveling. The sentence sounded harmless, but it irritated me. I'll be traveling less. That's good. I watched practice from the sidelines. Afterward, Lily ran over. Can we get ice cream? Sure. Can Jason come? I froze for half a second. Why would Jason come? He always comes. Jason was speaking with another parent 20 feet away. I looked at Lily. How often? She shrugged. Lots. Mom too. Yeah. I smiled because none of this was Lily's fault. Today can just be us. Okay. At the ice cream shop, she talked nonstop. Then she said, Jason helps with math better than Mom. I put my spoon down. He helps with homework. Sometimes. At our house. Yeah. How often does Jason come over? I don't know. That's okay. He eats dinner sometimes. I try to keep my face calm. What do you eat? Pizza mostly. Mom says Jason can't cook. She giggled. I couldn't. Did he ever stay late? Yeah. Remember when Mom was sick? I remembered. I had been in Seattle. What happened? Jason stayed. Until when? Morning. My chest tightened. He slept there? On the couch. Did Mom tell you that? No. I saw him when I woke up. I nodded slowly. Dad. Yeah. Did I say something bad? I reached across the table. No. You told me the truth. That's never bad. That evening, I called Daniel. He answered immediately. You sound terrible. I think another man has been living pieces of my life. What happened? I told him everything. When I finished, he stayed quiet. Say something. You want comfort or truth? Truth. You've been absent too much. I know. You've missed things Lily needed you for. I know that too. But listen carefully, Ethan. Being an absent husband sometimes doesn't give Claire permission to build a secret emotional family with another man. I leaned against my car. She says Jason was simply there when I wasn't. That's an explanation for why Lily likes him. It isn't an explanation for why Claire hid him. I closed my eyes. That distinction matters. It matters a lot. I keep thinking maybe I caused this. You contributed to problems in your marriage. That's different from causing Claire's choices. What if nothing happened between them? Then she still lied. I returned home after dark. Claire was upstairs. I woke before my alarm on Saturday and reached for my phone. 23 emails waited. I stared at them. then held the power button until the screen went black. Claire watched from the doorway. You turned it off? Yes. That might be a first. I'm spending today with Lily. Her expression tightened. Because of Jason? Because of Lily. Before she could answer, Lily rushed downstairs. Dad, are we still going out? All day. All day. You choose everything. Her eyes widened. Everything. Within the law. She laughed. Pancakes first. Then pancakes. At breakfast, Lily ordered chocolate chip pancakes with enough whipped cream to frighten me. You're actually eating that? You said I choose. I already regret giving you power. She grinned. After breakfast, we visited the aquarium, walked through the park, and rented bicycles. I realized how much she had changed while I was busy measuring my life in meetings and flights. At lunch, she stole fries from my plate. Those are mine. You're my dad. Your fries are my fries. I don't remember agreeing to that. It's a rule. I smiled, but the word dad reminded me why I needed to ask something. Lily, yeah. Can I ask you a weird question? She nodded. Has Jason ever asked you to call him dad? Her smile disappeared. No. Never. No. He says he's Coach Jason. Relief came quickly, but not completely. Okay. Why? I was just wondering. She studied me with Claire's suspicious eyes. Are you mad at him? No. That wasn't entirely true, but I refused to place adult problems on her shoulders. She dipped a fry into ketchup. One lady thought he was my dad once. My stomach tightened. What lady? One of Ava's moms at soccer. What happened? She said, your dad must be proud. And Jason corrected her? Lily shrugged. I don't remember. Did Mom? No. What did Mom do? She laughed. The restaurant suddenly felt too loud. She laughed. Yeah. Then Mom said something like, he practically is sometimes. I looked down at my plate. Dad, I'm okay. Did Mom do something wrong? I forced myself to meet her eyes. This isn't something you need to worry about. But you look sad. I'm thinking about things I should have understood. About Jason? About me. She frowned. I reached across the table. I've missed too much, haven't I? She became quiet. You can tell me. A little. A little. A lot. The honesty hurt, but I had asked for it. I'm sorry. It's okay. No. I don't want you saying it's okay because you think I'll feel bad. She looked at our hands. I wish you came to more stuff. I wish I had too. Are you leaving again soon? That question broke something inside me. Why? You always leave. 3 simple words that hurt more than any accusation. No anger. No accusation. Just what my daughter believed about me. I had paid for her school, lessons, clothes, and every advantage I could imagine. Yet I had become the man who always left. I have a trip Tuesday. Her face fell. I continued. I'm canceling it. Really? Yes. What about work? Work will survive. She smiled slowly. Will you come to practice? Yes. My game too. Yes. You promise? I hesitated. I promise I'll start choosing better. She squeezed my hand. That evening, I waited until Lily went upstairs. Claire was in the kitchen. We need to talk. If this is about that photograph, it's bigger than the photograph. I spent today listening to our daughter. Claire folded her arms. And she asked if I'm leaving again. That surprises you. No. My answer caught her off guard. I've been a bad judge of what providing means. Ethan, let me finish. She stayed silent. I thought paying for everything meant I was doing my job. I was wrong. Lily needed my time, and I gave too much of it to work. I'm going to fix that. But my failure doesn't erase yours. Here we go. Lily told me another parent assumed Jason was her father. Claire looked away. She said you laughed. It was awkward. She said you told that woman he practically was. I don't remember exactly what I said. I believe Lily. I'm not calling her a liar. Then tell me the truth. What truth do you want? How close are you to Jason? We're friends. No. What? I'm done accepting the safest version of every answer. She stared at me. Has anything physical happened? No. Have you kissed him? No. Slept with him? No. Wanted to. Her silence lasted too long. Claire, I don't know. That means yes. It means I've been lonely. So have I. You chose work. And you chose him. I didn't sleep with him. You didn't need to. She shook her head. That's ridiculous. No. You called him when you were lonely. You took him on outings you hid from me. You let him become part of Lily's routine. You let strangers mistake him for her father. I needed someone. You had a husband. I had a bank account with a wedding ring. Claire's eyes filled. I'm sorry. Don't apologize because it sounded ugly. It's how I felt. Then you should have told me. I tried. You complained. You never told me another man was becoming emotionally important to you. She wiped her cheek. I depended on Jason. I packed one suitcase Sunday morning. Claire stood beside our bedroom door. You're leaving? For now. Because of Jason? Because I need space. She crossed her arms. So that's it. You discover another man supported me when you weren't here, and you run away? I zipped my suitcase. I'm not fighting him for you. Her expression changed. What does that mean? It means I'm your husband, Claire. I shouldn't have to compete for my own marriage. You're making this dramatic. You secretly built an emotional relationship with another man. I told you nothing physical happened. And I told you that isn't enough. She followed me downstairs. What about Lily? I'll see her Wednesday, Friday, and all weekend. You already planned this? Yes. You've suddenly found time? That hurt because she was right. I should have found it sooner. Claire went quiet. I carried my suitcase outside. My father opened his apartment door 20 minutes later. Michael looked at the suitcase. That bad? Worse. He stepped aside. Guest room is yours. I dropped my bag. I messed up, Dad. With Claire. With Lily. He poured coffee. I spent years telling myself I was providing. You were. I wasn't present. Also true. I looked at him. You're supposed to make me feel better. No. I'm supposed to help you think clearly. I gave Jason space to become important. Michael's expression hardened. Careful. What? You're taking responsibility for Claire's choices. I was gone. That explains why your daughter became close to another trusted adult. It doesn't explain why your wife hid that relationship. I stared into my coffee. I keep thinking if I'd been home more. Stop. But you can regret being absent without accepting responsibility for dishonesty. I said nothing. Michael leaned forward. Fix what belongs to you. And Claire. She fixes what belongs to her. The next morning, I called my boss. Ethan, perfect timing. I wanted to discuss the regional director position. I know. It's yours if you want it. 6 months earlier, I would have accepted immediately. What travel? Probably 15 days each month. No. Silence. No. I appreciate the offer, but I'm declining. That's a major promotion. I understand. You've worked toward this for years. I know. Can I ask why? My daughter asked if I was leaving again. He became quiet. I didn't like my answer. We eventually agreed to restructure my role. Less travel meant slower career growth. For once, that felt acceptable. That afternoon, I met Emma Collins. She was the family lawyer Daniel recommended. Are you filing for divorce? She asked. I don't know yet. Then what do you want? To understand my options. Custody. Yes. Do you want to punish your wife? No. Emma studied me. Think carefully before answering. I don't want Lily becoming ammunition. Good. I want more time with her. Then build a routine. I already started. School pickups. Wednesday and Friday. Weekends. Every weekend for now. Homework. I've rearranged work. Emma nodded. Keep doing that. What about Jason? What about him? He's too involved. Is he dangerous? No. Abusive? Not that I know. Then don't make your daughter feel guilty for caring about him. That surprised me. He helped replace me. No, Ethan. Adults made choices. Lily formed a bond with someone who was present. I looked away. That hurts. It can hurt and still be true. So I do nothing. You become her father through consistency. Don't demand the title. Earn the relationship. I understood immediately. I can do that. Wednesday, I collected Lily from school. She ran toward me. You came. I said I would. I thought work might happen. The words cut deep. Work happened. And I told it to wait. She laughed. That became our routine. Homework on Wednesdays. Dinner on Fridays. Soccer every Saturday. I stopped asking whether Jason would attend. I stopped checking Claire's messages. I stopped competing. 2 weeks later, Claire called. We need to talk. About Lily? About Jason. I almost laughed. What happened? He thinks I'm asking too much. What does that have to do with me? He says things changed after you left. They did. He thinks I expect him to be responsible for everything. I leaned back. Do you? No. Claire. She sighed. Maybe sometimes. What happened? I asked him to take Lily to practice Thursday. And he had plans. Okay. He got annoyed. Why are you telling me? Because he said something. What? Claire hesitated. He said, I'm her coach, Claire. I'm not her father. I closed my eyes. The irony almost felt cruel. What did you say? I reminded him he never minded acting like one before. And he said that was different. Of course it was. Secret lunches were easy. Ice cream was easy. Soccer celebrations were easy. Being available because someone else handled the mortgage, insurance, school fees, doctor visits, and every boring responsibility was easy. What do you want me to say? I don't know. Then why call? Her voice softened. I think I expected you to fight. For you. For us. I did fight. When? For years. I just fought the wrong way. What does that mean? I thought working harder protected my family. And now I'm learning to show up. She became quiet. Jason says I'm putting pressure on him. Then discuss it with Jason. You really don't care? I thought carefully. I care about you, Claire. Then fight for me. No. Her breath caught. I won't stand. Several months later, my relationship with Lily no longer felt like something I had to repair with apologies. It felt real again. Dad, you're embarrassing me. I lowered the handmade sign. It says, Go Lily. That's supportive. It has glitter. Your grandfather made it. You made it. Michael supervised. Lily laughed as she ran toward the soccer field. Claire stood several feet away and watched us. You're here early, she said. Lily wanted extra practice. You've been here early for every game. I said I'd change. I know. There was something sad in her voice, but I didn't ask about it. After the game, Lily jumped into my arms. Did you see my assist? I saw everything. Everything. Every pass. What about when Ava fell? You helped her up. She grinned. You really watched. That sentence meant more than any promotion I had ever received. Later, Claire walked beside me toward the parking lot. She talks about you constantly now. What does she say? Dad helped with my science project. Dad knows me as mother. Dad learned how to braid my hair. I barely learned. She doesn't care. I smiled. Claire looked down. My phone rang that evening while Lily and I were doing homework. Claire. I ignored it. Lily pointed at my phone. Mom's calling. She can wait until we finish fractions. You hate fractions. I hate losing to fractions. She giggled. Claire called again. I answered. What's wrong? Can you talk? Lily's here. It's about Jason. I looked at Lily. Give me 10 minutes, sweetheart. Okay. I stepped onto the balcony. What happened? Sarah called me. And she heard something from one of Jason's friends. Claire's voice shook. What? Apparently Jason has been complaining about me. Complaining how? He told people I keep expecting him to raise another man's child. I stayed silent. Ethan, I'm here. Say something. What do you want me to say? I don't know. Then talk to Jason. I am. She ended the call. 2 hours later, she called again. This time she was crying. He admitted it. I sat down. Admitted what? That he said those things. I'm sorry. I asked him why. What did he say? He said everything became too serious. I closed my eyes. Claire continued. I asked, what did you think would happen? And he said, I thought we were having fun. Her voice cracked. I told him Lily loves him. What did he say? Claire didn't answer. Claire, he said, that isn't my responsibility. What did he say? He said he never did. I almost interrupted, but Claire continued. I reminded him about games, school events, dinners, everything. What did he say? He said, I like being important to you. I never promised to raise Lily. The sentence hung between us. What did you say? I told him he knew exactly what he was doing. Did he? What? Know what he was doing? Claire became quiet. I don't know anymore. I didn't enjoy hearing her broken. Months earlier, I might have wanted Jason exposed. Now I mostly felt tired. What are you going to do? I ended it. With Jason? Yes. Okay. That's all. What else should I say? 3 days later, Claire came to Michael's apartment while Lily was at a friend's birthday party. Her eyes looked exhausted. Can I come in? Yes. She sat at the kitchen table. Jason blocked me. I'm sorry. Are you? I don't want you suffering. She laughed bitterly. I deserve it. I'm not deciding what you deserve. He made me feel special. I know. He listened when I complained. I know. He showed up. I know that too. She looked at me. And when showing up stopped being fun, he disappeared. I said nothing. I thought that made him better than you. The words should have hurt. They didn't anymore. He was there when you weren't. Yes. But I never asked what it cost him. What do you mean? Nothing. She wiped her face. He attended soccer because he liked soccer. He came for dinner because I cooked. He joined our weekends because they were fun. I nodded. And you? What about me? You were paying the mortgage, school, insurance, food, everything. I chose those responsibilities. I know. You don't owe me praise for them. But I treated them like they meant nothing. I leaned forward. Claire, don't rewrite everything again. I was absent too much. That's true. But Jason wasn't carrying what you carried. No. And when I finally expected him to, he ran. Yes. She covered her face. I was such an idiot. You were lonely. That doesn't excuse me. No. She lowered her hands. Jason left us. I shook my head. No. What? He left you, Claire. Her eyes widened. Lily still has her father. She stared at me for several seconds. You really believe that? I know it. After everything? I failed her before. I'm not failing her now. Claire whispered. You never fought Jason. I didn't need to. I kept waiting for you to. I wasn't going to perform for my own place in Lily's life. What changed you? I thought about airports, missed games, unopened gifts, and Lily asking whether I was leaving again. I stopped asking her. Almost 1 year after our separation, Claire asked me to meet at the house we once called home. I arrived after sunset. Lily's drawings still hung on the refrigerator. Claire stood beside the dining table. Thanks for coming. You said it was important. The divorce papers will be final next week. I know. Does that bother you? Yes. You don't look bothered. I've had a year to learn how to carry it. We sat across from each other. Then she asked, why didn't you fight for us? I stared at her. What? You left. You got an apartment. You changed your schedule. You became more involved with Lily. You did everything except fight for our marriage. I thought counseling was fighting. You stopped after 3 sessions. Because you were still talking to Jason. As a friend. You were asking me to repair our marriage while protecting the relationship that helped break it. Claire looked down. I ended that. Eventually. I thought you'd fight harder. What did you want me to do? I don't know. Get angry. Demand that I choose you. Tell Jason to stay away. Do something. I did plenty. Like what? I worked. That's exactly the problem. Listen to me. I thought fighting for this family meant making sure the mortgage was paid. I thought it meant fixing the furnace at midnight, paying Lily's school fees, handling your car when it broke down, and taking every assignment because I wanted you both protected. I never asked for all that. I know. Then why did you keep doing it? Because that's how my father survived. That's what I learned. Claire softened slightly. I believed sacrifice automatically meant love. If I was exhausted, I thought I was doing enough. If the bills were paid, I thought I was succeeding. But Lily needed you. I know. She asked about you. I know that now. You missed birthdays. One breakfast. Games. Yes. School events. Yes. Family dinners. Yes, Claire. I failed to understand what Lily needed from me. I'm not running from that anymore. Then you understand why I needed Jason. No. She blinked. I understand why you were lonely. I understand why you were angry. I even understand why Jason's attention felt good. Then what's the difference? The difference is you had choices. So did you. Yes. And I chose work too often. That's mine. But my absence didn't give you permission to build another family around my daughter. I didn't build another family. You let people think Jason was Lily's father. It happened once. You laughed. I was angry. At me. Yes. Then hurt me. Don't use Lily to do it. Claire covered her mouth. A knock interrupted us. Claire opened the door. Sarah stepped inside. I brought the documents you left at Mom's. Bad time. Maybe not, Claire said. Claire looked at her. Did you think I was wrong about Jason? Sarah hesitated. Claire, tell him. Sarah sighed. I warned her. When? Months before you separated. I looked at Sarah. What did you say? I told Claire that depending on Jason for things she should have been discussing with you was dangerous. Claire whispered. You also said Ethan was never home. I did. Both things were true. Sarah faced her. I told you to confront your husband, not replace him. I wasn't replacing him. You called Jason whenever you were upset with Ethan. Claire said nothing. You invited him into family routines. You hid how often he was around. I told you that wasn't harmless. I know. Sarah left us alone. I hated you sometimes. I swallowed. Why? Because you always seemed calm. Work mattered. Problems got solved. Money appeared. You never looked scared of losing me. I was terrified of failing you. But you never showed it. I didn't know how. So that night at dinner, I wanted to hurt you. I knew what was coming. When I said Lily had another dad, I knew it would hurt. I looked away. I wanted you to react. I did. You barely moved. What did you expect? I wanted you to get jealous. I wanted you to say nobody could replace you. I wanted proof you cared. You used our daughter to test my love. Yes. Her answer came through tears. I'm sorry. Ethan, can you forgive me? I already have. You have? Yes. Then why are we getting divorced? Because forgiveness and trust aren't the same thing. We could rebuild. Maybe some people could. But not you. Not me. Why? Because every time you were lonely, I'd wonder who you were calling. Every late dinner would become a question. Every new male friend would become a threat. I could prove myself. You shouldn't spend your life proving you're not betraying me. Claire cried silently. Do you love me? I looked around the house where we had planned our future. Yes. Her breath caught. Then why isn't that enough? Because love wasn't our problem. What was? We didn't know how to show it in ways the other person could trust. I wish we had learned sooner. So do I. Do you regret marrying me? No. Why? Because we have Lily. And because some of it was good. A lot of it was. Yes. You're a good father now. I'm trying. No. You are. We stood. I picked up one of Lily's drawings from the table. 3 stick figures stood beneath the sun. She drew this, Claire whispered. I remember. We looked happy. We were happy sometimes. That makes this harder. 2 years later, I sat in the front row of Lily's school auditorium with my phone switched off in my pocket. Claire sat beside me. You're early, she whispered. So are you. Lily threatened me. I smiled. She threatened me too. What did she say? If either of us missed tonight, she'd remove us from the family group chat. Claire laughed. Terrifying. The lights dimmed. I looked toward the stage, realizing I had not checked my email once. 2 years earlier, that would have felt impossible. My career was smaller now. I had rejected promotions, international assignments, and the kind of title I once thought would prove I had succeeded. But I knew Lily's teachers. I knew her friends. I knew she hated mushrooms, loved astronomy, and still became nervous before performing. My life looked smaller on paper. It felt much larger from the front row. The curtain opened. Lily appeared with her classmates. Claire whispered, "She's looking for us." I raised my hand. Lily spotted me immediately. Her nervous expression disappeared. That smile was worth every promotion I had refused. After the performance, she came running through the crowd. Dad, I barely had opened my arms before she crashed into me. You came. Of course I came. And you saw my solo? Every second. Did I mess up? You want the dad answer or the honest answer? She pulled back. Honest. You rushed one line. I knew it. But you recovered perfectly. Claire joined us. You were amazing. Mom, Dad said I rushed. Claire looked at me. Traitor. She asked for honesty. Lily laughed brightly and hugged us both. For a moment, the 3 of us stood together without bitterness. We were no longer husband and wife, but we had finally learned how to be parents together. Later, Claire found me near the refreshment table. You're good with her. She's easy to love. You know what I mean. I waited. Claire looked toward Lily. You became the father she always needed. I shook my head gently. No. Her expression changed. I didn't become a different father. Ethan, I finally learned how to be present. Claire nodded. That's fair. I loved her before. I know. I just thought love was something I could prove with money. And I thought your absence meant you didn't care. We were both wrong. Claire looked down. I was more wrong. This isn't a competition. I let resentment become betrayal. I said nothing. I blamed you because blaming you made my choices easier to live with. I appreciate you saying that. I should have said it sooner. You say it now. She smiled. Jason feels like another lifetime. Have you heard from him? No. Neither have I. Good. There was no anger in my answer. Jason had disappeared from our lives long ago. I no longer needed him to regret anything. My phone vibrated. Emma had sent a message. How did Lily do? I typed back. She was brilliant. Claire noticed my